So how do you really get the full story on a university you've never even seen? Today, we're going to try to build a complete picture of Mohi-ud-Din Islamic University, and we're going to do it by looking at two very different sources: the story the university tells about itself and the story that's out there for the public. Let's dig in and see what we find.
You know, it's a challenge we all run into when we're researching anything online, right? You find the official version, but you can't help but wonder, is that the whole story? How do you piece together a picture that you can actually trust? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
We're going to be looking at two main sources. First up, the university's official website. This is the story they want to tell you. And second, we'll look at the public record. In this case, it's Wikipedia page, which is all about third-party verifiable facts. By putting these two side by side, we're going to see why looking at more than one source is so important. All right, first up, the university's own website. Think of this as their virtual front door. This is the first impression they want to make and the story they want every single visitor to hear.
Okay, so this one sentence, this is their entire vision statement. And what's really interesting is how often they use it. You see it pop up all over the site, under YMI, under admissions open. It is clearly the one core message they want to hammer home.
So the website gives us this nice, broad overview of its academics, listing out 5 main faculties. And they cover a pretty wide range, everything from IT and management sciences all the way to health and Islamic studies. It gives you a good sense of the scope of what they're trying to do.
And if we dig just a little deeper on the site, we find a list of their specific colleges and institutes. This adds another layer of detail for us. You can see they have a real focus in specialized fields, especially in medicine and health sciences, all operating as part of the bigger university family.
The website also puts some key stats right up front to show off its achievements. We see 890 students, 670 graduates, and 200 faculty members. You know, these numbers are placed front and center, really designed to give you a quick, impressive snapshot of the school's size and impact. Now, this is kind of interesting. In some sections, like About Us and where student testimonials would go, you find this lorem ipsum placeholder text. It's not totally uncommon, but it does suggest that the university's official story is maybe still a work in progress, with some blank spaces left to be filled in later on.
Okay, so that's the story the university is telling us. Now, let's switch gears and turn to our second source, the public record on Wikipedia. This is where we can start to cross-reference things and build out a much more complete picture.
And right away, the public record gives us some really solid, foundational facts. Wikipedia tells us it was established back in 2000 by its founder, Mohammed Alauddin Siddiqui. It also clarifies that it's a private university located in a place called Narian Sharif in Azad Kashmir. See, these are the hard, verifiable data points that kind of anchor our whole understanding.
And this is probably the most important piece of information for any potential student. The public record confirms that Mohi-ud-Din Islamic University is officially recognized by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, or HEC. That is a critical detail that confirms it's a legitimate, chartered institution.
All right, now we get to the really fun part, putting these two sources side by side. How does the university's aspirational vision and the public's factual record come together to give us the real, complete picture?
This is a perfect example of how these two sources work together. Remember how the official website just gave us broad categories like bachelor's, M.Phil, PhD? Well, the Wikipedia page fills in all the specific details. It lists out actual degrees like a BS in computer science, a Bachelor of Laws, and even a Doctor of Medicine. The public record is giving us the specifics that the official site just hints at.
So what's the big lesson here? What's the ultimate takeaway from all this? Well, this whole process teaches us something incredibly valuable about how to be a smarter, more critical thinker when you're looking for information online. It really boils down to this simple, powerful 3-step guide you can use for pretty much anything. Step 1, always start at the official source. You have to understand the story they're telling about themselves. Step 2, go find external verification. Look for neutral, fact-based sources to check the facts and find details they might have left out. And finally, step 3. Synthesize. You weave that aspirational story and the hard facts together to get a full, nuanced understanding.
And that just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In this digital world, where we all kind of have an official profile and a public one, which story really defines us? Is it the one we carefully craft for ourselves, or is it the one that's built from all the verifiable facts and the perceptions of others? It's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.